to you soon, yeah?
Sounds good to me.
All
you
right.
all have a good conversation. Talk to
All
you
right.
later.
You take care. Holy fucking shit. How have you been?
Wonderful, especially seeing you as mayor.
Yeah, it was a hell of a journey. And honestly, I don't like it. It's
I think I've heard that sentiment before from previous mayors and previous people who worked for the mayor.
yeah, it's kind of gotten to the point where, it's a good thing, right? Like, I want to bring the city to the next level, specifically Los Santos County. But holy crap, it's like I cannot think of a more difficult problem that I've had to face in recent memory than this. I mean, things are in shambles.
That's pretty much what I've heard from everyone past
Yeah.
few months. Is just the trouble with, well, laws and cops and just criminal activity. Just the struggles
Yeah.
that everyone's had with everything in between.
Yeah, it's
But whatever you have in plan to set things straight, I'm here to help. Whatever it is.
okay. Well, how have you been,
So-
first and foremost?
I've been doing fine. Don't worry about me. I've had some things that have been taken care of.
Okay.
But
Okay.
reality is whatever you need me to do. If it's legal or illegal, just tell me which way and
All right.
I'm down for it.
Okay. So everything that happens in this office, most of hold on, let me make sure this is locked. Okay. Not everybody that's in this office is of the same walk of life. Some of them are civilians. Most of my voter base was gangs, a handful of cops and whatnot. Transparently, the biggest issue right now is that this PD doesn't know how to arrest people, is violating rights. They're not firing people, and they're causing like there was like World War III on July 3rd. And it's so bad that these guys are like even in this office, I'm being pressured. So I've picked Vivian as my ideal chief of police, right? And she's great. She's probably one of the only good ones. But the problem is that she's like she brings the stern, but there is no like, but the shift too needs like the accommodating. You know what I mean?
A lighter touch.
A lighter touch, and like someone that can dialogue with the gangs. But there's nobody. Nobody wants the job. And I had a option, this guy named Peters, and he looked like someone who could lock it in but still be accepting of, let's say, your Conan Clarksons or your Den Shiesties, like all these people that are not the same. They, like you said, they require a bit of a lighter touch. And this guy went and threw it all away about 2 hours ago. So I'm at the point where I legitimately want to see if Lang Buddha wants to be the ass chief.
I think Mr. Buddha could handle it.
Yeah.
I know that maybe the cops won't agree with it, but
no, they're not.
That
He's in a gang. He just hasn't been caught yet, is the only thing.
exactly.
I am very much open to Order 66 in a worst case scenario, because historically, right, there was 3 captains. The ex-mayor came in, did a bunch of things. I mean, Barrick and Ruby, I'm pretty sure, were just regular officers. So every option is on the table. In fact, the chief of police can be a civilian. It can literally be anyone in the city. And so with Viv being like literally the only competent officer, as a worst case, I may even put a puppet at the top just to fix things on my behest. Like, but I'm not there yet. But that's kind of where, unfortunately, things may need to go.
If you have anyone in mind, I can do my best to try and convince people in the city to go along with it.
Mm.
I think I can be convincing enough.
Yeah. Is there anybody that's that comes to mind? Any ex-cops you may know?
My relationship with ex-cops is
Not so good.
well, no, it's good. It's just not good in the way
Yeah.
I think would be helpful. No, because the cops cops that I'm close with, they're not good for that position. I don't think they'd be more chaos.
Yeah. I would say for the time being, I'm waiting for this guy named Liam to come through. He may be the saving grace I'm looking for. But it's a very to paint like the full picture leading up to my mayorship, once it became rather obvious I was gonna win. Oh. Hey Lang, do you want to be the assistant chief of the Los Santos Police Department?
Why would I ever do that to myself, brother?
God damn it. Okay. I figured I'd ask.
Wow, what's going on?
And no one wants a job. So yeah. So I want you to
What does
think
the job
on it.
what does the job entail, brother?
Well, based on what I've seen so far, probably not too much.
Oh shit, okay. I'll think about it.
Yeah, okay.
Come with
Think
good
about
pay?
it. Yeah, I pay. It's I think it's like not as much as you make.
Okay. I don't make
Yeah.
that much, but all right.
Okay, all right, easy. You think on it, you can make a call.
We'll do. Appreciate it.
All right, bye. All right, he's gonna think on it. All right. This guy named Leah. Okay, all right. To paint the picture, right? As it became obvious that I was the likely winner, every single officer that I interviewed, and I really went out of my way. Like speaking to each one, every conversation was self-serving. It wasn't about how do I make the PD better. It was either like finger pointing at other people or like self-serving, and that inherently brought a lot of distaste for me. The current chief of police here told me he was lying to my face for 5 weeks and was sucking my dick intentionally. The ass chief told me said to me when prior to this whole thing that the PD did not need to give FOIAs because it wasn't in legislation. It's so bad faith that genuinely I think the entire thing needs to be teared down. And as much as I like Vivian, who's my number one choice, she cannot save Shift 2 by herself. Nor can I make a mayoral decision to just effectively put people in place when the biggest hole is left unplugged, right? That's going to be my head, right? PD can continue, but my constituents expect someone good, right? PD can burn down as far as I'm concerned.
Right. Goes back to part of the original problem that cops have always had, which is what you were saying, they were self-serving. It's always been more the cops that I used to speak with a lot. They were very much citizens first, criminals second. But I don't think any of them are currently around anymore. And
yeah,
that's kind of the issue, right? We need to put their focus in, first of all, serving the public.
Yeah. So
I can keep thinking on maybe I can try and find some ex-cops that might be
Yeah.
interested, but like I said, most of the ones that are around are just chaos. So I don't think that they'd be. I mean, if you wanted it to burn down, we can get it to burn down really easy like that.
Yeah, I agree. I'd say keep
Uh,
that sort of in the back of your mind, but I want to kind of give you the this entire that thing's been taking up a lot of my time. It's you know, um, you know, well, businesses are getting propped. You know what I actually really need some help in?
Yeah.
The materials market. I've leaned on a couple people. So over here, right? Got a little like a little radio tab, and I can call into the local bosses, and I can pretty much tell them to increase the efficiency and decrease the efficiency of the recycler and the efficiency of the compactor, right? So the amount of
Right.
material per bag and the amount of material per like sofa, etc., etc. The thing is that the efficiency has millions of dollars of cost, right? So if I increase it, that's millions of dollars. The problem is that I have spoken to quote unquote material gods to collect me data for many runs because it's very, let's just say, randomized, right? So
Right.
unless I know how much roughly bumping this up does, I can't cause the city to go to millions of dollars of debt without knowing what the side effect is. Do you know material people by any chance?
I do. I can get a hold of them.
Oh my God.
And I can have us also do some runs and collect the data.
Okay. That would be amazing. For like average bag and average like, you know, chairs. I think the second thing that would be very helpful for me is understanding what it is that people want legislatively. Like,
You'd like me to go and talk to all the civilians and collect data for you?
yes.
Absolutely. That's no problem.
I think you know, I think I also want to offer you a seat in this table. And so if that is something that interests you, let me know where you want your specialty to be. And I'll make it happen.
Wherever you need me to be, boss, I'm there.
I appreciate it, Mina. All right. Okay.
Take my notes. Make sure I got everything. Materials data. And also talk to the civilians and also look into past cops or people who could possibly fill in if needed.
Yeah.
And if you need me to be the puppet, I can do that as well. Whatever you need.
Okay. I appreciate that. I am so glad you're back, Mina. Holy fuck. It's
There's no one I'd rather work for the city more. I mean that.
yeah. And it's good to have someone I can trust around. You know, not to say I can't trust everybody, but you know, we have significantly longer history.
For sure. I turned down 5 gang offers while you were away.
Jesus. Well, I'm glad you
But-
waited.
Of course. You're only boss for me. All right. Got it. Is there anything
Okay.
else you need?
That should be it for now. But I'll give you a call Thursday if there's anything, and please let me know if you need anything, whatever it is.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Stay safe.